Welcome to Dumpster Diving, where we look at something horrible from the past. Today, step by step. The show opens with Al training a pig. The show never explains where this pig came from, and doesn't explain why it never shows up again, although the family does eat bacon in the next episode. Mark chastises her for not being able to train the pig in such an uncharacteristic way that I wonder if he has some Walter White in him. Something has always struck me as odd about this opening. All the actors look off screen with this vacant expression. I can only imagine that they're staring at the grim reaper of their careers. In the kitchen, Frank comes in wearing a hat that looks like it was made by a man with hooks for hands. Frank proudly announces that he's been named First Deputy Grand Mallard, and he'll be emceeing the lodge's mother-daughter beauty pageant. Karen is excited because vanity is her only character trait. Carol is hesitant to join, but seeing how much her daughter wants this, she agrees. Dana, the type A feminist, can't believe her mother agreed, but Carol says this isn't her first beauty contest, since she was runner-up for Miss Small Curd Cottage Cheese, which sounds like an award given for a yeast infection. Cody comes in and does his best Keanu Reeves impression. Frank tells him that he's now old enough to join the middle-aged men at the lodge and sit around in duck hats. This apparently is exciting to Cody. The next day, Carol's sister Penny comes in and asks where she can sign up for the pageant. Apparently, she's looking to bag a man and is willing to drag her aging mother along. Carol is sick of Karen showing her how to smile and instead wants to work on their talent. She suggests tap dancing because Karen and her used to do it when Karen was younger. Karen complains she's rusty and her moves reflect that. You might think this will be a problem to overcome in the episode, but no, it just gets resolved off screen. Carol and Karen go to the lodge to fill out their forms, and a judge who looks like Mac tonight comes up to talk to Carol. He says his name is Howard. Howard the Duck, I see what you did there. And he starts hitting on her. She explains that she's married, and Howard says it doesn't bother him. You know, this is a small town, and most people know each other, and Frank was just given a position of power, yet Howard feels fine trying to corner Carol. Howard says he can't cool down around her, and she pours a pitcher of ice water down his pants. Karen is horrified because Howard is a judge, and she has no idea what just happened. Instead of going to an authority figure or explaining what happened, Carol tells Karen she's quitting, and then leaves her 15-year-old daughter with a pervert. They get home, and Karen is pleading for Carol not to quit. Carol tells Frank what happened, and Frank wants to kill Howard. Karen, unconcerned with her mother's dignity, only wants to win and begs Carol to reconsider. She does because she's a pushover and has no dignity, as evidenced by her appearance on this show. Later, Cody reveals his project to get into the lodge, a giant duck made out of Wisconsin cheese. The kids love it, but Frank looks worried. Cody invites the children out to his van for ice cream and sleeping pills to celebrate, and Frank sees nothing wrong with this. They leave, and the pig comes down the stairs and begins to eat the cheese. That night, Cody gives his mating call and unveils his project. Unfortunately, the head is gone.
Is some sort of a joke?
Says a man with a duck on his head. He's not pleased, and to cover, Frank rambles on about philosophy and being incomplete until you join this stupid club. It seems to work, but what works better is saying the duck is made out of cheese. Top Doug says that bringing food to a meeting is a great idea. They've been meeting for almost 60 years, and no one has ever thought to bring food. At the talent show, Penny is doing something. I can't understand why they were written out of the show after this episode. Okay, yeah, I get it. Next up is Karen and Carol. Suzanne Summers is actually quite a good singer. Unfortunately, someone forgot to turn Karen's microphone off, and we're subjected to this. I can only assume they went with that hip World War II era song to sway the vote of that third judge, who is a fossil. That is the face of someone who knows they're getting fired. Somehow, Carol and Karen make it to the final 2 out of 3 mother-daughter teams. The final round is the daughter giving a speech as to why they want to win. The opposition goes first, and Karen walks over by the judges. The young judge tells Karen that if she goes on a date with him, she'll win. They're about 2 feet from the crowd, so this seems horribly brazen, but I'm beginning to see why Wisconsin voted for Trump. Karen begins to go for it, and then she has a change of heart. She outs the judges as sexual harassers. She says that if she can't win this fair and square, then the title of Miss Mallard loses all its luster. Cody stands up and suggests that the audience should decide who the winner is. The nameless mother and daughter pair get a few pity applause, but Carol and Karen pull out the win with their message of dignity, which somehow resonates with people cool with having foul on their heads. Cody and Frank take the two judges and haul them off to beat the shit out of them, because street justice is the only justice that the Step-by-Step clan respects. The show mercifully ends, and we can heave a sigh of relief knowing we'll never have to see this show ever again. Thanks for watching this episode of Dumpster Diving. Please watch more of our videos, subscribe by hitting that Member When button, hit that little bell icon if you want to be notified when new videos come out, and come back every Thursday for more Dumpster Diving and every Tuesday for deleted chapters from famous novels. Leave us a comment below and check the description for our social media handles and websites. Thanks again for watching. See you next time.